Hello everyone, ChrisLBC here with Toonie SA and Nintendo Gen 64. Welcome lads.
Hello.
This is, as you just saw there, very briefly, we just outlined what the goal is in our first goal of the ISGP Throwback series. Now, what we've done is we've split this into newbies and veterans. And so this is the newbies race, and the race is to get as many gems as possible in 10 minutes. A great goal.
Great goal. Fantastic goal. This was, who was this again?
So ChrisLBC, speedrunning legend, versus Keyford, LBC. No, just kidding. Keyford, who I believe at the time was going by the name Wiznendo. So, yeah, not even the same guy's name, but yeah. So this is really fun to see. Basically, every single racer that you are seeing on screen has never done anything in ISGP before as a racer, so that's kind of cool.
Now, do they watch the video for reference? I'm not sure exactly what the strategy for the.
Well, I'm just gonna not to jump ahead too much. I would say this is probably an optimal strategy, going for your 300 because in 10 minutes, right? So I wonder if they watched, like, depending on who posted it first or whatever, they could have watched someone like a Lumilora or a Charity Royale or something like that. I think that this is pretty in line. I know that WOAHseph himself actually watched the. I know he watched the Keyford run because he said something about that in the chat, so that was good.
Yeah, well, I'm watching the run, the original run. I just pulled it up on my 38-inch plasma.
Yeah.
and Wiznendo Keyford goes into Stone Hill first.
I don't think
Chris goes into Sunny Flight.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're talking to a guy as well, and current recent mod. Congrats, by the way. I would say that's probably not what you did. Just to spoiler alert your own run, but yeah, well, you definitely didn't do that.
I only did the run with some of the people on the screen that you see right now. I was helping DunnT, DunnT was in the call, and Sharlo. So, I kind of gave them a lot of advice on what to do. That's
right. That's good. I noticed that there was a lot of discourse around this goal. Actually, that's the thing. There was actually heaps of discourse around this goal in this server for that week.
All I can say is that, Sharlo was on reset hell for the longest time.
She was struggling. She was struggling.
So...
It looks like, just to cut you guys off there, Pausa seems to be the furthest ahead, followed by Jake Steele, followed by DunnT, then DunnT, then WOAHseph.
Yeah.
If what I'm seeing is to be believed.
See what gems they have leaving Stonehill, and that'll give us a good idea.
We'll see who cancels who. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, up yours, Walkmara.
Wait, was he called Wiznendo because he has an uncle that works at Insomniac?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why he was called Wiznendo.
No, neither do I. But
I remember we called him Wiznendo for a while, and he.
Oh, good pause.
Wasn't he don't. I'm gonna go by Keyford now. And then he left a comment, this guy called Rob Keyford left a comment on one of his first videos, being like, "Oh, gee, good speedrun. This Keyford guy seems like a really nice guy." And then we were able to figure out that was his actual real name.
Yeah.
I think it was Liam that figured it out first.
Alright, so Pausa and Jake Steele exit almost exactly at the same time. Let's see. Oh, Jake Steele 358.
365.
Ooh, close.
Pausa slightly ahead.
By the way, it's pretty awesome as well, just on the topic of all these new people and everything. Jake Steele, long-term commenter, first-time racer. So
Sharlo 365 as well, and
wow.
Who's that? DunnT 360. Interesting. Yeah, no, that's right. Jake Steele. Great to see Jake Steele doing so well, and great to see Jake Steele's channel. WOAHseph 350. Interesting.
A lot of them got the good strategy in Stonehill. Let's see if they go for in Town Square, the skip to the end.
Yeah, I'm curious to see because there's two methods at that bit. There's the quick and dangerous method, or the slightly slower and
I taught them the safe one because they were having a bit of issues with the faster one.
I do the safe one out of
so Jake's gone for...
Oh, I'm scared for Jake here. I'm scared for Jake here.
Well done, Pausa.
Wow, Pausa is a bit of a force.
DunnT and Sharlo.
Oh, Jake's strong.
Oh, Yeah, this could make it, but this is where the real strategy comes into play. Let's see how Sharlo got.
Sharlo getting it first time.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Wow.
It was one of their reset hells after Sunny Flight, was if they died, they would like reset.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow.
And WOAHseph opting to do the longer route.
Well, I guess I think that our time as in one speedrun, our time as mid-tier speedrun, I think we're about to be downgraded again because these lads are...
You can't do that.
Not as well as them. Not as well as them, honestly. Like that was
bearing
smooth.
in mind, of course, that this was done not live, like how
that's true. That's true. So and like Tony was saying with the resets, this obviously is a different format to a classic ISGP race. Where you only get one shot. No second chances, if you will. So, in that regard, this is why this is like I think the perfect introduction to speedrunning if you're someone that's like a little bit nervous about actually doing them live at first, but then eventually you kind of jump in the deep end later on. As all right, yeah, Jake and Sharlo right here are basically neck and neck. Look at this.
No one's going to Toasty
first. Yeah, WOAHseph getting a slow dragon there.
Yeah, that's
a bit out of the way.
You can get 10 dragons before you even get there, so I'm not sure.
That's right.
Yes, you can,
so just having a look here, we're over halfway. So we've only got it looks like it's like 4 minutes, under 4 minutes left. So yeah, okay, look at that. Jake and Charlotte
is probably going to go for the glides now in Dry Canyon that I taught him to get over to Night Flight a bit faster. Let's see if he goes for it. Nope. Okay, he's going to the left instead.
Yeah.
All right. On the Dry Canyon. Canyon and not Night Flight. I'm curious about that,
why they wouldn't go straight, just because of the time constraints.
I think a couple of the veterans don't go straight to Night Flight as well.
Okay, interesting. Well, do you know what?
You have 10 minutes,
do you know what it is? It's not wanting to go backwards, not wanting to go to Clifftown, and basically just being like, all right, let's just go straight there on the way, and then we'll optimize it so you end on Night Flight. That's actually a shit. Why didn't I think of that? That's really...
See, what I would have done is I would have gone to Night Flight first, because you don't want to run the risk of not finishing Night Flight.
Yeah, but you know what though? I would agree, but considering that they're doing multiple...
ChrisLBC goes straight to Night Flight, and he's the best, alright? So...
Oh, you know what? I'll take it up with Chris.
Well, it turns out that it is the safest choice, because as Angus said, if you run out of time on Night Flight, that's all of that time wasted on Night.
Yeah, no, very much. That's very much true. I think it's more the idea that because you have all these resets, if you do optimize it and you have your own internal, your own timer set, you could definitely time it to Could you imagine where you time it, where you know how long it's going to take, and you've just timed it where the time runs out immediately after you've got the treasure? That would be incredible.
I think we're all sleeping on Dr. Shemp for a level, or
Well, Dr. Shemp, to put spoilers ahead, he's a level I think I go for it if I recall correctly.
See, I didn't do this, so I haven't seen any of the other races, but I would have personally booked it straight to Night Flight, then Dr. Shemp, then probably Clifftown, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So
I probably would have run out of time around Clifftown.
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, did I just witness something weird happen there? Did Pulse just jolt to I'm not sure, bro. I don't know if I just saw Pulse jolt footage. I'm not sure.
Hold on, Pulse has cheated.
No, I'll have a look. We'll review the footage after. I think it could just be a graphical glitch.
Okay. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I would love to see it. I'm not blaming you, Pausa.
Could you imagine we just have this an open, just unironic, just cheater, just in the ranks where they just do not give a shit.
6 gems, Jake Steele, DunnT 800.
And WOAHseph has caught up somehow, but behind on gems by about 70.
Behind.
Yeah,
it's quite substantial. Alright, let's see how Charlo's doing.
Yeah,
got about 2 minutes
797.
left.
Alright, so Jake Steele and DunnT, basically, and WOAHseph, so basically they're all doing the route I just said. So
yes, this was the route I advised, and that's why.
There you go. Okay, great minds think alike.
Again, I figured out it's not actually the optimal route, but it's just the safest route.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see what the pros do when we get to the next video in this first series. Alright, so Pausa was doing really well at the start, but I don't know how they lost so much time. But 1,000, there you go. They spent more time in Dry Canyon, so they're up to 1,000 gems.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I think that getting to 1,000 is impressive, honestly. I think that, I think, Angus, you could probably get to that, I reckon. I think, and also it does come down to, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in the next video, about the different resets and the who sent their footage in first and what that's going to do.
Oh, poor Sharlo.
That's it. That's it, everyone. We are done.
That's a good way to die.
All right. So the winner was indeed Porza48 with 1,020.
Decent margin.
Decent margin. Just a little, basically, like, I don't know, 70 or so less, 50 or so less. We have Jake Steele, who got second place. Then we had DunnT, not too far behind Jake. And then we had Sharlo, and finally WOAHseph. So excellent first effort from these lads.
So for the way this works is, yes, Porza gets 5 points, Jake Steele 4 points, DunnT 3, Sharlo 2, and of course the next time we come around to this, they will have those points. So if more people join, more points up for grabs.
That's right. Angus just cut out there for the 1 point to WOAHseph. So yeah, exactly. No, so that's why guys, we've got the space there, to fill it up. So yeah, if you can really jump in. For example, if you're someone new, you jump in. You might end up being able to, instantly like leapfrog into second or third place just by doing the next one. So the more people that enter, the more points you have the opportunity to get. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back very soon with the veterans race. See you then.
See you then.
Yeah.
Farewell for now, but not forever.